Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. Has Aaron Wan-Bissaka lost his first team spot at Manchester United? Well, obviously this is a bit of a hard video to do because we kind of like Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Maybe by Dalot on this channel, Clay and I do like Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We do think he has potential. And now I'm just starting to wonder that maybe I did like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and I've always said that defensively he has been a lot better than Dalot. And I think maybe under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, with the way we played, I just preferred Aaron Wan-Bissaka compared to Dalot because we did kind of play pragmatic defensive football with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now that Ralf Rangnick is in the team, Dalot is probably the more suitable and fit candidate to play at Manchester United at the moment. Probably does deserve to play in the first team. Now attacking, he's always been better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and defensively over the last few games, Dalot hasn't really let the team down. So we're going to get into it. Interestingly enough, according to the stats and some people yesterday, people didn't really think Aaron Wan-Bissaka had a bad game. And according to the stats, you'll see that I'll bring up now, it actually wasn't too bad on paper. But this is why sometimes stats can be a bit misleading because, again, if you just look at the game or watch the game at all as a United fan, you wouldn't really say that Aaron Wan-Bissaka was, well, anyway, means at the same level of Dalot according to the statistics. So I'm going to get into that. But with regards to how I feel about the whole situation, listen, I like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but this is Manchester United, and for United, if you don't deserve to be in the team, you just don't get picked. That's how it should be. And at the moment, I don't care how much I like you as a player. If you deserve to get dropped and there's another player waiting and is better and more suitable for the team, you would play him. And that's what I think is going to happen now. That's what I think will happen the weekend. Obviously, we'll have the Norwich preview coming out later today with Clay, and we'll discuss about it there. But I do think that Aaron Wan-Bissaka does deserve to get a dropping. And even if he does get dropped, it's very unfortunate because Aaron Wan-Bissaka did go off injured last night, and he did supposedly got removed with a stretcher. So all the best wishes to Aaron. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. But yeah, I think that regardless of the injury, that I wouldn't like to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka going forward, because I just think you deserve to be picked based on your performances. And at the moment, Dalot's performances for me have been definitely above Aaron Wan-Bissaka this season. So if we just look at the statistics quick, there's Aaron Wan-Bissaka, there's Dalot. I'm using SofaScore, so shout out them. SofaScore gave them about 7.4 rating. Obviously this is Aaron's rating for the Young Boys game, this is Dalot's rating for the Crystal Palace game. So it's the most recent games. But this is why I don't necessarily like stats too much, because you wouldn't really rate them on the same level. But if you look at them, they both played the 90 minutes. The tackles, 3 to Aaron Wan-Bissaka's 3, so they spot on. Dribble pass, Dalot obviously got dribble pass once. They say they got 0 times dribble pass Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but I can't remember exactly if he did get dribble pass, but I did feel like he was getting a bit beat. Ground duels won, they were pretty much the same. Aerial duels, well, Dalot attempted 1, they didn't really get it. Possession loss, you look at the difference. I mean, Dalot lost 9 possession only 9 times compared to Aaron Wan-Bissaka's 19 times in the games. The fouls, it is what it is. If we look at the touches, Aaron Wan-Bissaka had more touches. It was clear, it was a bit evident that Aaron Wan-Bissaka was trying to get on the ball, and he did try and move it because there was lots of dribbles that actually Aaron Wan-Bissaka did attempt. And going forward, it was a bit meaningless though. I wouldn't call those dribbles any like groundbreaking dribbles, so it is what it is. Accurate passes, now we all know how it is. Dalot is again clear 10%, 88% compared to Aaron Wan-Bissaka 77%. Dalot attempted 3 crosses, 2 of them were accurate, compared to Aaron Wan-Bissaka's 2 attempted crosses, with none of them being accurate. So again, the immediate difference. Look at the long balls, 11 from Dalot, 9 of them being accurate, compared to Wan-Bissaka's 2 only, really. So it's not that great. Shots on target, Dalot did have a shot, which is a good shot. It should have been a goal on another day, but he did attempt a shot. Now, you can see this, the dribble attempts Aaron Wan-Bissaka 4 compared to Dalot's 2, but this is why I don't really like stats. And another important thing, if we just look at the heat map on the right hand side of the screen, you can see Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a lot deeper than Dalot's. And what you also notice is that look at how high of a line Dalot has compared to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and you'll see some little white spots on Aaron's heat map where it's coming so central compared to how Dalot holds it so wide. And I think that's a key difference. We've been saying this season, why has why has Aaron Wan-Bissaka been holding hands with the centre backs? Is it a coaching thing? Is it just his positional awareness? Again, last night we complained about it, we touched on it, like why is Aaron dropping in so central with regards to the goal we conceded, again, he was out of position. I know it was Donny Matic, out of position though, he was too central. He holds the centre-back's hand almost the time. So whenever a cross comes in from the left-hand side to our right-hand side, Aaron is nowhere to be found for far post, and that's his job. And that's what I don't like. So Dalot has been keeping it a lot wider, a lot higher, and I think just under the way we play under Ralph, Diego Dalot has been more suited. So for me, that's why I find that stat baffling. I find it actually incredible how somebody could rate Aaron's performance yesterday on the same level as arguably our man of the match last game against Palace, Diego Dalot. So for me, there's no comparison really. There's absolutely no comparison. You just need an eye test, and that's why people like the eye. That's why I like watching football, because that at the end of the day, stats can be a bit misleading, and I think that's one of the occasions now, because for me, Dalot deserves to keep his spot, and I just think the way we play under Ralph, like I said, we want to be attacking, we want to be on the front foot, we want to play proactive football. Dalot recently, defensively, he hasn't let us down. He looks good for holding the high line, for holding it wide, to keep the width to go and bomb forward with the attacking fullbacks of the modern day. We look at Reece James, Trent Alexander-Arnold, they almost play like wingers, and I think Aaron just hasn't been able to do that. Now I do hope that Aaron comes back from injury, and hopefully he can be coached into it, and I do believe in it. But with Dalot, again, he's also 2 years younger than Aaron Wan-Bissaka, so I think that Aaron yesterday, Clay and I said that this arguably his last chance for Manchester United. It could have been the last edition. I think he will get more chances. Nothing is written in stone yet. We're obviously only 2 games in, but I think from those 2 games onwards, Dalot deserves to keep his first team spot and probably deserves to break into the first team. Luke Shaw, we can argue that Luke Shaw probably did enough to come and justify enough yesterday to come back on the weekend, but we'll get to that in the match preview later. But yeah, for this video, I think that this is why I wouldn't read too much into stats. Tactically, you don't need numbers to prove that Dalot has been way better and more suited for what we want to do now recently. Like I said, Dalot, been impressed with his defending, been impressed with his positional awareness. He just looks so much more comfortable on the ball. When he actually does dribble, it's meaningful dribbles, not just like Aaron Wan-Bissaka dribbling into no man's land. His crossing is just better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. His overall pass is just better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's younger, so he could probably improve more than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Defensively, obviously Aaron has a reputation of being very, very good defensively, and that's why I like him. But maybe now, like I said, that was under Oli when we were playing defensive football. Now under Ralph, and we're going to play more of a modern football, more of an attacking football. I think Dalot deserves his chance, and I think he probably does deserve to break into the first team. But yeah, I think it's a good video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, smash a like. We're going to be doing more of these, so stay tuned. We'll try to do it after every game, and I'll check you all very soon. Have a good day. Norwich preview out later.